Greetings, Internet people. You know what's disgusting? Bath water. It's pretty much one of the most disgusting things I can think of, is sitting in a pool of your, a warm, tepid pool of your own filth, really. I never really understood how one was supposed to rinse oneself in one's bath water. It's just the whole concept of all the dirt of the day, plus skin cells and whatever else happened to be clinging to your body, now in a warm, tepid pool surrounding you. And you know, the only reason this really comes to mind, normally I'm a shower person. I'd rather take a shower just like most of the normal people in the world, but, you know, I can't do that right now. And so I'm forced to find alternatives, and because, you know, you can't exactly wrap a cast that's that far up your arm and effectively keep water from getting into it without pretty much putting a tourniquet on your arm and watching it fall off, unless you're incredibly fast. Anyway, so yeah, the bath water is just disgusting. It just makes me want to puke, really, it does. And you know what else I find disgusting? And this one most people don't agree with me on, but I have to say this. Cheese. Cheese is just utterly disgusting. And I'll explain it to you from my point of view, because most people will just recoil at this thought and then ask me all types of absurd questions about, well, don't you like this, that, or the other? And I'll say, well, look at it this way. Most people see a piece of cheese sitting there and go, wow, that piece of cheese looks really good. I want to eat that. And I look at a piece of cheese and go, holy shit, dude, that milk is so bad it's standing up by itself. Why the fuck would you eat that? That's just, I'm sorry, it's just how I look at it. I can't really find cheese to be something that is palatable on most occasions, especially not by itself. It's just bad milk, extremely bad milk. And I don't know, it'd be like eating rotten bread, in my opinion. Maybe that's a delicacy in some African nation, but making myself kind of sick. You know what else is absolutely disgusting? Snot rockets. Yeah, you heard me. You know, I mean, maybe outside by yourself in the outdoors is not so bad. Animals do far worse all the time. But, you know, maybe the specific thought that's coming to mind is on the indoor soccer field. People have been known to... And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've launched my share of mucus missiles in my time, but, you know, outside someplace that it doesn't really matter as opposed to on the playing surface. Which brings me to the last thing that I just had to say was absolutely disgusting, is when you're on the phone with someone and they're chewing. Oh my god, because normally I've done a rant about people chewing with their mouth closed before, so you all already know that annoys me. But what I really hate is it seems to be amplified when you're on the phone and somebody's eating something, and like the worst thing I can think of would be like an apple or some sort of crunchy fruit. Now, like my childhood friend growing up, my best friend, used to have the horrible habit of every time I would call him to find out, well, hey, am I coming over to your place to hang out today? Are you hanging out over here? What's going on? He would be eating an apple or something like that on the phone, and it's just the most disgusting. Kind of creep myself out there. It's just disgusting. And so those are the things that I just find absolutely nauseating in daily life. Yeah, just bathwater is fucking disgusting. Cheese is milk that stands up on its own. That's horrible. You're nasty. Yeah. My wife said, I'm eating cheese. You're nasty. Snot rockets, please. Wait until nobody's around to do that shit, people. And for the love of non-God, don't chew on the fucking phone. Because that's disgusting. Just as kind of an afterthought, you know what else is kind of disgusting? In fact, it's really disgusting. When my wife and I are sitting there eating dinner, and my cat decides to walk into the room, and he sits down in the middle of the room, plops down, sticks one leg up in the air, and starts licking his ass. Kind of hard to eat in the presence of that.